Hello everybody, Shadow SP here, and we are back with more Granblue Fantasy. Today, we're going to be going after a different raid. We're going to be going after Lindwurm. Let's get right into it, make sure that we can get the proper support that I'm looking at. Right. Now, full disclosure, I have cleared this raid, but I was very unsatisfied with it. Because I'm pretty sure we can beat it without a transcended Lucifer. So we're going to try that. Alright, so setup-wise, we are looking at main character on Doctor. On our sub-skills, Gravity Wave, is immune to gravity. I should switch this out. Let's go ahead and switch this out for Decimate. Extra 5 hits can be useful for clearing some omens. Anyway, so this is our team setup. We are running Doctor with Miserable Mist, Decimate for skill hits. Primary Care is a big defense buff. It's got a bunch of other buffs on it. It's like buffs double attack, elemental attack. Defense is the big one. It's like 100% defense buff. It can only be applied to other characters, but as we've maxed out our ultimate mastery on Doctor, we're not short on HP on Doctor, as you'll see. Our main character is, it's rather tanky. So Doctor's first skill also is good against debuffs. We're also good against, we're also good at gathering green potions for use later. Basically, it's a perfect class for a very long fight, which Lindwurm's going to be because it has almost 1 billion hit points. As for the rest of our team, we've got Albert and Sandalphon. Those are pretty standard. Those are normal. If something goes tremendously wrong, we've got the backline of substitute characters to die to various omens, and we've got a character we haven't used yet, the collab character from the Tales of collab, Sophie. Our grid. Pretty standard stuff. It's not an elemental fight, so we're not going to be using the Seraphic. But other than that, it's... I mean, I wouldn't generally put both the bow, the Harcesis? I don't know. I can't pronounce it. I wouldn't usually put the bow and the katana from the Ennead together at the same time. But this is a pretty specific case, because we need to be able to do charge attack damage and skill damage, and we don't have any skill cap weapons in light or skill damage supplemental weapons in light. There's one that we might be able to access, but it would require something committal. So we'll think about that. Alright, so our summons, we've got Proto-Joya as kind of our newcomer. Delays are generally pretty good in V2 because it lets you re-roll the omens. And if you get the wrong one, you can try to re-roll it, and maybe you'll get the right one the next turn. Dragon's Rage, it hits 10 times, and this fight has a hit count omen. So we should be good. Let's give this a shot. Should be good. I actually do believe we can do this with non-transcended Lucifer. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, we're going to have Blue Potion sticker. We're going to primary care Sophie, because Sophie has the lowest stats. And we're going to go ahead and get a potion. The potion creation skill also gives a stackable attack defense buff on our main character, from our main character, and it stacks up to the third time you use it, so it's pretty good to get those out of the way fast. We'll summon Nobio, use our Miserable Mist, and just attack. Okay, not a problem. Let's summon Lucifer. This is the old school Lucifer that gives Revitalize. Not transcended at all. It's pretty cool. Alright, 20 hits. We can do that. with some of this stuff. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and use Sophie's kit. I think we're gonna use Decimate just to be sure that we get there. Alright, this gives us a charge attack turn. I think we just wait until next turn to see if it's there's an omen for 10 million damage that if we do a full chain should get that cleared. Otherwise, yeah, we're pretty much doing nothing. We're just kind of staying low to the ground. Just making progress slowly is the idea. The first half of the fight, or the first 60% of the fight, is relatively low stakes. Enemy hits 2 times. Has some annoyances. Like, even if you don't cancel Spindleston, it does like 8,000 damage. It's not that big of a deal. Basically, everything in the first half is previews for the second half, but at like much lower stakes. The other thing about Spindleston is it's plane damage, so you're not going to be able to do you're not going to be able to guard through it. So guarding doesn't do anything against it. Okay, we're getting there. Sandopon's taking a bunch of hits, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, so let's go ahead and move to cancel this. We don't have the buff for Sandalphon yet to double activate Ecliptica. Let's go ahead and activate it and let the enemy hit us. We'll use one of our green potions to get Sandalphon back up to full. We're near enough to it. Yeah, not a big deal. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. Alright, let's get Albert the primary care buff for the defense. Alright, let's go ahead and summon C2. Let's cancel this. Now that we've got the Fated Chain and the Paradise Lost buff, what is it, the Eden's Exile or whatever, we can double activate Ecliptica. Now we're set up to actually cancel the skill damage element. Let's go ahead and use this, get our stackable back up, and we're going to go ahead and summon Lucifer. Should get some value out of that. Okay, 20 hits, not a problem. We can get that done with Sophie's kit. Yeah, Sophie's nice because if you use all of her skills, she hits 11 times. And we are in desperate need of extra hits. So we take what we can get, right? Sophie's not the strongest character in the world, and her cooldowns leave a lot to be desired, but she does hit 11 times. And that's before her normal attacks, and, you know, more than we can say about most characters. Alright, 10,000, we should be able to do that. I could use a potion, but I don't think I want to. What do we do? Let's go ahead and let's Proto-Joya. Because I don't think we would succeed at the 10,000. I'd rather wait and re-roll and see what we get. Oh, hold on. Should use this first. Let me use this. So I could cancel. Yeah, it's worth noting that the skill damage threshold that we're gonna have to hit in the second part of the fight is 7 million, which those two skills together won't be enough to hit. Well, we might be able to use Decimate to our advantage there. Okay, we're doing okay. Let's attack in. Okay, this is just damage. Let's go ahead and do this. Hit our delay. Summon Nobio. We're doing just fine. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and Albert third skill. Just so we have the double strike for next turn. Might as well use this now. Okay, that was suboptimal. I didn't want to summon C2 here. I wanted our main character to double attack, but we get what we paid for. Alright. At least our skill, our hit count, Omen, should be very cancelable now, because we're going to have Sophie's third skill back up soon. We've got primary care on everybody, so any further primary carers are going to be transformed into 10k heals. Pretty nice. Let's go ahead and summon Lucifer. Reapply Mist and attack. Okay, 10 million. We just attack. Nothing we can do. Yeah, it's only 8,600. That's legitimately not that bad. Alright, let's go ahead and start attack with Albert. He's got the very funny thing of being able to refill his meter. Alright, so this is going to be a trigger for the 5 million skill damage at 80%, which we can do, no problem. Right, yep, not a problem. And we'll just normal attack through so we can get our... we can see what Omen we're trying to cancel. If it's one that we probably can cancel, we can go for it. Right, 10 million. I think we can do that with Albert's fourth skill involved. Yeah, it should be fine. I mean, even if we don't succeed, it's not that big of a deal. Just trying to start refilling the Fated Chain. Okay. Alright, we don't really have anything we can do about this, except for delay. Well. Okay. Alright, 20 hits, not a problem. We're gonna go Sophie's turn. Sophie's skills, let's do all of these. Probably also just use Decimate again, just to be safe. And then we can summon Lucifer and... Okay. We're using this on cooldown, the potion refinement, at least until the second half of the fight. In the second half of the fight, we're more likely to be having to deal with a debuff, so we'll probably save it for that. Skill damage, huh? Okay. I do not have skill damage for you, because Albert's first skill does not do that much damage by itself. Yeah, let's just let this happen. Not that big a deal. Alright, let's charge attack. We do want to get the Fated Chain back up the hole. It's pretty key for being able to cancel the 7 million damage, skill damage element. Which, I mean, that doesn't occur until the second part of the fight, but we may as well start prepping for it now. Okay. Let's summon an Obio. Okay, how are we looking? I mean, it's gonna be a little awkward, but see how this goes. Yeah. It is always a little awkward to cancel an Omen with a delay skill, because it feels kind of like you're wasting both parts of it. But I mean, it's whatever. It's fine. Alright. Let's attack. The main character is just in this mood of refusing to multi-attack. Skill damage. What we're gonna do here is Protojoya. Now we can't primary hit care main character because it is another character. So we're gonna have to. We just have to remember that main character has lower defense than everybody else. All right, we can do this. Back. We can do everything. I'm gonna go ahead and heal Albert. And funny thing is, we actually can charge attack to clear the hit count element. Feels good. So yeah, I mean, this is kind of a very scuffed kind of test run of kind of the way that a doctor-led team against Proto Bahamut would end up working out. Because our doctor, right, we're stocking up on the green potions in the easy part of the fight, so that we have them for the harder part of the fight. No, we're not ready for that yet. You go home. Okay. Okay, 20 hits. That's what Dragon's Raid's for, right? I guess we do one of these to make it so we have only 8, and this probably works. Yeah, not a problem. Wasn't even worried. Not even a little bit. Skill damage, eh? We can do that. It's gonna look stupid, but we can do that. I mean, I did say it. I did say it was gonna look stupid. You know, sometimes you use an ignition skill when you have 100% meter. It's fine. Why did that make that sound? Okay, so here we go. We're gonna keep going. Yep. Okay, let's go. We're very close to getting Sophie back. If we need to double delay, we can do that. 4, 1. Yeah, let's go ahead and delay. Probably should have used the double strike. I definitely should have used the double strike. Okay, will we get Sophie's full kit back? We can summon Lucifer, and that's probably good enough. Yeah, we just kind of summon Lucifer on cooldown because the non-transcended version just doesn't do any damage. So we don't have to worry about that part of the summon. Alright. Okay, sure. Let's go ahead and charge attack here. Okay, we're gonna keep this going with the potion refinement. I'm gonna go ahead and use double strike. Just in case we get the hit count one, because we probably cancel that with a mixture of all of our skills and the double strike with echoes. Yeah, if we get the damage one, we just kind of just eat it, because there's nothing else we can do really. And I'd rather just eat it than re-roll, because just eating it is fine. Alright, because this doesn't do that much damage, and we can do a 10k heal with primary care. Alright, let's go ahead and attack. Okay, we are doing okay. 5 million skill damage, okay. Let's just delay that. Alright. Lucifer attack. Very clear cut. Okay. 50% should be another skill damage omen, which we can deal with, no problem. We have the tools. Go ahead and summon Nobio. I mean, we have the tools. We're making this work. Okay. What are we looking at here? Damage. Let's go ahead and just let damage happen because, for one thing, it'll recharge Channel Bomb with Lucifer, which is useful for the canceling skill damage ones. For another thing, like, again, Spindleston just doesn't do any damage. It's fine. Okay, this is not a problem. We are approaching 40%, which is when the fight actually picks up. But for now, we're still in the first fight. I mean, I think overall, Lindwurm is a pretty easy raid. As long as you are aware of what the triggers are and what they do. Because like, Spindleston doesn't do anything. Like the thing that you have to be worried about is getting paralyzed. Like Worm's Thunder is able to paralyze you, and it's a trigger that just keeps happening throughout the fight. It's less of a big deal right now because the fight is just generally easy. But like later on, it gets to be something that you have to actually worry about. We're gonna go ahead and primary care Sophie, and use a Ecliptica and just attack. Okay. Yep. Don't want to push too fast right now. We want to have Miserable Mist back up for when we get to 40%. I mean, you do what you got to do, right? But right now we're just trying to avoid pushing too fast. Alright, we're gonna summon Lucifer here. And we're gonna attack into this. Alright, 10 million. I think in an ideal world this is not what we're doing. Yeah, let's summon Nobio. Theoretically, we can attack here, get the 10 million canceled. Reapply Miserable Mist after debuffs get cleared for 40%. And the mirror images should be relatively good protection. So now Lindwurm's going to hit 4 times. In addition, Lindwurm has, you know, some annoying abilities that are new. Okay, so what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and let's Proto-Joya. Oh, nope, hold on. There we go. We don't want to get too smashed up by trigger stuff here. Alright, do we do this one now? Yes, I think we do. Let's summon C2. Funny thing, we can use green potions to give 30% meter. And that'll let us cancel this one. Seems like mildly short-sighted, but it's still good time. The reason I say that is because there's another charge attack damage trigger right after the guy finishes off. We're just gonna block. We're gonna go ahead and use the potion refinement so we can get some potions. And yeah, while this trigger does include plane damage, it's not entirely plane damage. So we should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use this blue potion. Just so everybody's in good shape. Alright. Anyway, now that that's over with, we're just gonna try to whittle this enemy down. Okay. Skill damage. So we get all that done. We go Ecliptica. We go. What is this first skill? Impulse Slash. How much does this do? Not enough, but we can use Sophie's 1 and 2 to clear it. Which is good. We'd like to be able to use Sophie's 1 and 2 for clearing stuff, because they don't. The third skill is the one we really want to have for the hit count omen. But outside of that, her other 2 skills really don't do that much. Sophie doesn't do that much damage to begin with. The reason that her third skill actually does somewhat respectable damage is because it hits so many times, and we have 60k supplemental on it. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the double strike, and we're gonna attack. Okay, it's charge attacks. Go and delay. Summon Nobio. We're gonna not use potion refinement in case because we want to be ready for when Worm's Thunder gets displayed. If we are unable to hit 30 hit count omen, we really need to be able to dispel the paralyze that it inflicts. Alright, so this just hits kind of hard. We just let it happen. It would be very painful if we weren't guarding, but we are able to guard through it, so it's not a big deal. Alright. So that was the 30% trigger. There should be one at 10%, but until then, we're just kind of fighting normally. Alright, I think we do this Sandal Fawn. We summon Dragon's Rage. Sophie's skills. Use Decimate. And then we can charge attack actually, because the chain burst is the 5th hit. Okay, we're looking good. Looking very good. Alright, let's go ahead and attack. Okay, 30 hits. We obviously can't do that. Delay. Summon Lucifer. Attack. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Main character really does not want to multi-attack, I'll tell you. Alright, charge attack damage. Let's go ahead and heal main character. And we can summon C2. Just so we can get the full chain burst in. Main character getting charge attack is always good because it's mirror image. Keeps the team healthier. Alright. Let's go ahead and attack. Alright, what are we looking at now? Skill damage. Sure. Yeah, let's go for skill damage. Using a lot of buttons, but it's not that big a deal. Alright, let's go ahead and attack in. I think we summon Nobio now. Yeah, that should be right. I think we hold off on healing Albert for primary care. Obviously there are situations where that won't be the case, but like, I think that's what we do in general here. Alright, we can cancel this, so let's go ahead and charge attack. Generally pretty trivial to hit 7 million if you have chain. Not bad, not bad at all. Alright. And we push the button to move forward. Alright, we got primary care for Albert. We're definitely going to be delaying. I think we kind of want to see. We kind of want to see the The hit count one. Just because we have Sophie's third skill on off cooldown. Yep, there's the one. We're gonna go ahead and Dragon's Rage. Push some buttons. I heal main character to get up to a full charge. So let us charge up our Fated Chain again. Let us get ready to cancel the skill damage omen again. We're there. We're working on it. Make sure to summon Lucifer. We need to keep healing up. Getting closer and closer to the 100-turn mark. Cool stuff. Alright, I think... Let's just let this happen. Whenever we just take a special, we want to make sure to use Xanopon Flip first. Alright, let's go ahead and attack. Do no BL. Just so we can roll the regen a little bit better. We are not going to be struggling to hit the 7 million, so it's not that big a deal. That we, do C2 for the damage boost. The 10% is another charge attack damage trigger, so if we can get our meters back up to full for that, C2 might help with getting that one to work. I don't think we will. I think we're just gonna have to just eat it, which is fine. I'm not that big of it's not that big a deal. No. Thanks though. Appreciate it. Okay. Yep, we're just gonna block with everyone's that's not Albert, because Albert has just miraculously not been targeted. Sure. Not that big a deal. Alright, summon Lucifer, attack him. Basically, we're ready to cancel anything. Okay, we can cancel this, no problem. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Yep. Alright. Hit 30 times. We should be able to do that. No problem. Dragon's Rage. Hit. This should be fine, right? I mean, it should be, but I'm a coward, so. Let's heal up Sophie. Do 30 hits? Absolutely not. We can't do that. Oh, I should probably use Miss to get the attack debuff back on. I didn't mean just the attack debuff. I should have specified, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think that this performance is pretty convincing. I've still got green potions in the bank and the ability to make more, and we're generally canceling like a decent number of these omens, delaying our way out of some of the other ones, keeping ourselves in relatively good shape. I mean, for a fight that it's a fight with almost a billion hit points. If we're able to beat it, it's via consistency, not because we're doing lots of burst damage or something. Okay, Proto Joya, so we're not taking anything here. I'm taking no chances, right? Alright. Charge attack damage. Alright, let's finish it off in style. Alright, so Lindwurm is down. What does this give us? Well, it gives us a pile of dragon scales, some dragon pieces. So this is the first raid that we can really start farming like materials that are decent for the ultimate mastery feeds. It also gives you some currency. Those dragon scales. Those are mat that you use to get these draconic weapons, which are decent. These are a weapon, so essentially when you look at these, the first skill is an EX turn-based attack up till 10 turns. It's like a pretty good attack up once you get to 10 turns. It's got the third skill is the same as the Dark Opus's first skill, which is large. It's large majesty, so large attack up and large HP up. And the second skill is a defensive skill. It's not worth talking about the other options because they are not relevant right now. Yeah, the second skill of a draconic weapon is a defensive skill. So these are like a defensive grid piece. They give you lots of HP. They give you some damage resistance, and they give you 2 different multipliers in the either Omega or Primal third skill and the EX first skill. And some of these are kind of rare weapon types, right? We've got the Fire Harp, that's pretty rare. Earth Bow, there is one that exists, but like this one's pretty good too. Our account doesn't really have very many dark guns that are decent, so like maybe this could be good. I don't remember what these do on the charge attacks. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, the other thing that these things drop is this like rock potato thing, and these are going to be used to trade for trade for 6 Dragons materials. You can also use them to feed in the Ultimate Mastery, because I don't recall these having any other real uses. I could be wrong. I'd look it up first, but I don't recall any of these being useful in any way. Alright, so other than that, there are a couple other things. So first of all, Lindwurm, as a raid, it does drop a shield. Right, we can see it drops this very lovely shield. It's very rare, to the extent where I did hundreds of these raids on my main account until I got a drop. So I mean, it happens, but like it's rare. But this is also a place where we can get rings, and rings are in kind of limited supply on this account. So it's kind of nice to be able to farm them, so we can start putting rings on characters whenever we actually start using them. It's in the blue chest, which is like it's not a guarantee that it drops on Lindwurm, but it's fine. It's totally fine. All right, then the other thing that it does is it unlocks 2 more sets of quests. First of all, we go into the free quest list and look at the 6 Dragon Advent quests. I've got some words to say about these, but let's just say that some of them are easier than others, some of them are harder than others. We'll just have to see case by case on which ones are challenging. They drop quartz, dragon scales, that sort of thing. These quartz, dragon scales, 6 dragon mats, and urns. Like, this is a pretty good source of all this stuff. And some of those things are annoying to farm. The other thing that it unlocks from defeating Lindwurm is the 6 Dragon Raid series. These are generally harder than the solo quests, but they have different different triggers. So in some of them are easier in some ways, but they're generally harder because they have a lot more HP. Alright, so these all drop a weapon that we might be interested in, or rather, like 4 of them drop weapons that we're pretty interested in. One of them drops an axe, which is like really rare in light, and then Willness just doesn't do anything. But yeah, I mean, the idea is that these would be nice to farm if we can get away with it. Because the draconic weapons, what are these called? Ancestral weapons, I think it is. These are really good. Most of them are really good. Well, alright. Now that we have managed to clear Lindwurm, I'm pretty happy. Once we get Geisenborger unlocked, I'm relatively sure that we're going to start doing proto-Bahamut attempts. Lindwurm is easier, I think, than proto-Bahamut, but I mean, it's the same kind of deal, right? Stock up green potions, use them later when the fight gets hard, right? So it's a proof of concept that we went through here. Hopefully we're good to go. Just when we get there. Alright. Well, this has been Shadow SP. Yeah. Thanks for watching. This was long, but fruitful. Well, signing out. See you next time.